Hello, Holly. Oh dear. You fed up? Look at this. You see that?
Slobber.
That was bleach. No, that was bleach. I'm a bit mad with that. And it was white. And I got a blue pen. And I thought it would come up blue, well, some kind of blue. And that's the colour, black. I can't throw the dress skirt down because I like it. But I'm going to have to come up with some plan.
So when did you return to England then?
David was, I think Kieran was 7, 8 months. He wasn't quite the year.
Why did...
If you remember, we had photographs of Father Christmas
Oh, I
in
do.
Ireland with David and Kieran.
Yeah, it was...
So Kieran would have been...
Where are those photographs? I do remember those photographs.
They've all vanished. Someone's been in the box and raided them.
Ah.
That's a shame.
So one of them's got them.
So that would have been the early 60s?
Yeah.
Why did you come back?
Well, I came back then because Grandad had got the house by then.
That was 16
House,
Estdale Road.
Yeah.
Yeah. That must have been such a big step up, Mum, after the caravan. Oh, that must have been...
Yeah.
That must have been immense. Just to have a house.
Amazing. I can't think I was amazed really about anything. The
Right.
house. So there we are. Not, is it?
So Kieran's birth certificate then is Irish,
Yeah.
which is why in later years, when I don't remember how much of a problem it was, when I was... Kieran must have gone on holiday somewhere, or was going to go on holiday somewhere, and I just remember him having, I don't know if it was trouble, or he had to go through some extra steps to get a passport.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
And at the time, the IRA were
Very active.
very
weren't they?
active.
Very
So
active.
there was a sort of...
then. There was a lot going on, wasn't there?
What was it like, Mum, marrying in England? Was there any racism in Ireland? I know there was racism in England.
Strangely enough, no, not really. Because where we lived, I mean, I knew a couple of Protestant lads.
Mm.
You knew they were Protestant, they were different. But no, not really. It didn't seem to be a problem.
So anyway, you're back
But
in...
in 1950, when we became very aware, and I became aware of the situation in Ireland, maybe 55, and there was a huge funeral for Sean South, who was a great Republican and had been killed. And Bernadette, what's her name, in Northern Ireland. But then I discovered that I'd never thought about before was actually in Limerick, in Boyd's, a huge store across the way, in Todd's, a great big millinery, everything kind of store.
Mm.
All these huge stores, all the office staff were Protestant. Now, growing up, actually, I never knew that. But then, suddenly, I became aware of all that was going on in Northern Ireland, why it was going on, because of the police force.
We're all Protestant in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
And no
all
Catholic
Protestant.
police.
No.
No.
You couldn't vote unless you had a property. No Catholics had properties. So they had no chance of voting anyone in. So I became very aware then of of what was going on. And I also, I mean, history, I can't say I took a lot of notice of it, but somebody told me, I don't know who it was, or did I read it, that De Valera, who was president at the time, if he had been strong enough and held out in 1916, I think it was 22 when Ireland became a republic. If he'd held out, that we would have had all Ireland and not just let go of the 6 counties. So he was blamed for being a bit weak by the real Republicans. I don't know how true that is. I did think I'd find a book and read it.
Well, do you know, my earliest memory of politics, really funny enough, because I wasn't aware of politics when I was younger at all. But in 1973, when your mother was dying, and we went over, how long did we go over for?
Oh, long ago. A few months, wasn't it?
Me, you and Anita went over. So Lisa must have stayed. I don't remember Lisa being there.
Was I pregnant with Lisa? No, I wasn't.
No, 73.
No, she was with us.
No, she was with us.
She was with us.
She was with us. And I'll tell you why I know she was with us. Because Grandad absolutely loved Lisa and absolutely hated me. So she was with us. Or the reason Anita's in my memory there is because I went to
St. Patrick's.
Nightmare.
Yeah.
And just didn't get on at all.
That's the most IRA school you could have gone to in the world. They probably hated you.
Well, I think I helped matters slightly because I could play the recorder.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I could play the recorder, and I sort of thought to win friends, the only thing I could play, mind you, was God Save the Queen.
Oh my God!
I never did find that recorder again. But I had a bit of a torrid time there because it's very. I'll tell you what, my biggest memory, funny enough, is I think I've told you about this.
Yeah.
I was in class and priest came in, and the priest was coming. He'd come in to do a weekly whatever, and he asked how many sacraments there were. So it's the one question in the whole of my time I was there, because I think I was probably put in a class above where I should have been. It was the one question I knew the answer to. So I put my hand up. Yeah, I know. And he totally ignored me. And he went around the class. 5, 6, 5. And you could see the priest visibly getting annoyed. 5, 7. And he goes, "You boys should be ashamed of yourselves. An English boy knows the answer to this question. None of you know the answer to this." So that's all. But Anita went to
St. John's.
And they loved her,
yes,
and she loved it, and
it.
she blossomed there, didn't she?
That was the school I think we should have gone to, St. John's. They were very normal nuns. They were nuns who were out and about.
Was it an all-girls school?
It was. They were all girls then in Ireland.
Oh, so it's all girls and all boys.
All girls, and there was a younger boys' school next door, but with a big gate. And the Christian Brothers was where they went afterwards, who are noted for cruelty above and beyond all. That school, really. Well, Gerald could tell you about that.
I remember Grandad loving Lisa though, because I remember down the shop used to do, I don't know.
Curly Whirly. Do you remember when she used to sing, "Where's your mummy gone? Where's your mummy gone?"
Which was a song in the charts at the time.
Gone? And he used to come in with Down to Dirty Nelly's, which was in Ireland, a pub,
which is
a famous pub.
Yeah.
And she kicked him one day, was furious. But forgave him because he always bought her a curly whirly. I must remind her of that.
Well, worse than that, I loved curly whirlies, and I would come in eating them, and I'd go, as I chewed, I'd go, and I'd come over and go, tell that boy to stop chewing that. He'd buy Lisa a curly whirly, and he loved Lisa, didn't he?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he drove her mad with Where's Your Mammy Gone? And he did it deliberately. Down to Dirty Nelly's. I forget what it was. Where did your mammy go?
That was just a pop song. Where's your mama?
Yeah. Where's your mammy gone? But where did the next line go? She knew it.
No, that was that. Oh, far, far away.
Far, far away. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when he'd come in with Down to Dirty Nelly's.